Let's quickly recap the last episode. In episode 5, we witnessed the rise of Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. After decades of civil war, he restored peace, reformed the state, and launched the empire into a golden age. But with Augustus gone, the emperors to follow would inherit both his power and his shadow. Now, let's continue with episode 6, the Julio-Claudian Dynasty. The marble throne stands occupied. The crowd cheers, but behind the mask of empire, unease grows. Sons succeed fathers, but not all are equal. Let the tales of emperors, wise, mad, and tragic, carry you into the twilight of Rome's first imperial dynasty. The deaths of Augustus in 14 CE marked more than the end of a Iranid, began the age of imperial succession. His stepson, Tiberius, became Rome's second emperor. Tiberius was a capable general, cautious and intelligent. But he was also brooding and secretive. His early rule was effective, but as time passed, he withdrew from public life, retreating to the island of Capri. In his absence, cruelty festered in Rome. Fear and suspicion spread through the Senate. Tiberius ruled for over 2 decades. When he died in 37 CE, the empire passed to a very different man, Gaius, better known as Caligula. At first, Caligula was adored young, charismatic, and the great-grandson of Augustus. But within months, his behavior changed. Historians speak of madness, wild spending, irrational orders, public humiliations. Some say he declared himself a god. Others claim he made his horse a praetor, even a senator. Whatever the truth, his rule became dangerous. After just 4 years, the Praetorian Guard, Rome's imperial bodyguards, assassinated him. They then proclaimed a new emperor, Claudius, Caligula's uncle. Shy, awkward, and often underestimated, Claudius surprised everyone. He strengthened the empire, expanded Roman control into Britain, and improved the administration of justice. But even his reign was not free from palace intrigue. His fourth wife, Agrippina the Younger, manipulated her way into power, ensuring that her son, Nero, would inherit the throne. When Claudius died, possibly poisoned, Nero became emperor at just 16 years old. At first, Nero ruled with moderation. Guided by capable advisors like Seneca, he funded public works and performances. He fancied himself an artist, actor, and musician. But over time, darker tendencies surfaced. Nero grew paranoid. He executed rivals and even his own mother. When a great fire consumed much of Rome in 64 CE, rumors swirled that Nero had started it. Though likely untrue, he needed a scapegoat and found one in the small, growing sect of Christians whom he persecuted brutally. By 68 CE, the people and Senate turned against him. Facing rebellion and desertion, Nero took his own life. his final words, "What an artist dies in me." With Nero's death, the Julio-Claudian Dynasty, begun by Augustus, came to a violent end. Rome stood without an emperor. The power vacuum would ignite chaos. That brings us to the end of episode 6. If you re-enjoying the journey through the rulers of Rome, continue with episode 7, where civil war erupts and emperors rise and fall within a single year.